saying that you think that this hypothetical killer was an old school teacher? Or it might, what, involve state PD? God damn, what happened to you, man?
You remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah. You and I are on the case in Iraq. Girl comes forward and says she was chased through the woods by a spaghetti monster with green ears. Now, I think that this is our man with the scars on his face.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's right. Now, they had an annual winter festival on heavy on the Saturday. A place where that's a Santeria and Voodoo all mashed together. Have a look. In the winter festival. Blindfold. Antlers.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So you can't run across these stick thieves, as you call them. Our man had a real good time after the hurricane. Chaos. People missing. Gone. Cops gone. They can't real good year.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the second down throw on target. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And that play worked quite well.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Green tea if you have it. I've been trying to stay away from coffee.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First and 10
I
at
want
their own 25-yard line.
So the reason like I said on the phone, I want to ask you about those cops.
They just wanted to know about you and Rust. Mostly Rust. They wanted to know about the fight in O2.
Chargers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. And they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Look, Russ, I changed my mind. If you do
Now
something
Allen.
I don't want to hear about it.
They'll roll him out right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Here I am, my whole life is just one expanding circle. I think it's about to close out.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Will Fuller. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 10. Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt, that's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He was thinking he's going to be black now.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Packers, nothing.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers.
Get that shit off. Get that shit off, bro.
Looking for, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's not going to be a bunch of people coming in and out of places.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or set packages, don't they?
Flat rate info for the QI National People Locator, public records, of course.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
I'm sorry, I don't ever remember you asking me a personal question before. I just stay busy.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Not really. Some dates.
They'll run with Jones. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Quiet life, I don't stay out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
And then maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of
But then
32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
She had problems. You always liked him crazy. Yeah, that I did.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. They get him to the ground on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I was gonna
To the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be caught Gregory. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and goal, Allen flush to his right. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It is picked up by the Eagles. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Allen's pass, incomplete, out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Eagles 17. Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Check pass. Check pass. Mike 52. Mike 52. Here, Mike. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52.
To throw again. Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Coming in. Box it. 52. Yeah, there.
gun. It's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd and 7, Allen being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Coleman now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Allen now on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tevin Coleman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 24. Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Packers get a score closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. This ball complete to Rager. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on first down. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And now it's second down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Rodgers again now. Pass incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers.
This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
At the 39-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught.
Marquez.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
From the 27th, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Down and 1.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run the option. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Working from the gun, Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operated in your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They will run again with Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Back to throw. Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Allen. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
On downs.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Allen to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Allen. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. And the Ravens have wound up winning that football game. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Eagles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Allen taking it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They get this out left, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Today's final score, Eagles 32.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.